x402 protocol to help us unpack what x402 really is, why it matters, and how it could reshape the future of AI payments and digital infrastructure. I'm joined by the three amazing guests with very different perspectives from across the industry. First, we have David Griffiths. David is a payment infrastructure and card solutions expert with over 30 years of experience. He has played a key role in major payments evolutions from chip and PIN to PayPoint to M-Pesa. He brings a human-centered approach to how technology, AI, and X402 can transform the way value moves globally. David, it's great to have you here on the show.
It's good to be here. Thank you very much.
Nice. Next, join us is David Dobrovitsky, longstanding CEO and CMO in the Web3 and crypto space. David previously founded Glitter Finance, led FunToken.io, one of the biggest iGaming Web3 projects, and today is CEO of WallDuck.com, the marketing arm of Cicada Capital. With 16 years of marketing and lead generation experience across 4 sectors, he's also one of the top blockchain voices on LinkedIn. David, is also great to have you here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Nice. And finally, we have Shivansh Pandey. Shivansh is a developer with the team Signic and AI-driven momentum intelligence engine for Web3 traders and builders. The platform aggregates signals from X, GitHub, on-chain metrics, Discord activity, and more, using AI to score project reliability and surface insights. Shivansh, welcome to the Bloockberg podcast as well.
It's nice to be here.
Nice. Gentlemen, it's great to have you all here. Let's jump into the very first question. Feel free who wants to start. It's a very basic question, but for all of us, is something that is, when you're trying to dive deep in this topic, we're kind of stumble across. What is X402 and why the industry is so excited about it?
Shall I jump in? Because my perspective is more traditional, and I suspect that these guys are coming at it from a different angle. So I think it's a game changer, essentially because it incorporates payments into the information flow, into the protocol itself, which is something that was always intended, but never solutionized because the technology wasn't there. So it's a game changer in that respect because it brings everything together into the same space. But where I'm coming from, that doesn't make it a changer of games. So it has an awful lot of potential, but we need to make sure that it isn't everything and it doesn't take us over, and that's essentially where I'm coming from.
Great. Shivansh, what do you think about, I think that would be great to explain in simple terms how X402 works for people like non-technical people like me, and why it's such a buzz around the industry.
So essentially, I would agree with David. Just like he had said, essentially it moves the payment into the protocol itself. Like what happens is, you might have noticed that whenever you have to make payments, you have to go through stripes, you have to go through a lot of intermediate agents or something, which come in between before your payment is confirmed. And essentially what happens is this creates a lot of friction when you have to get your transactions completed. And essentially what X402 does is, instead of having this middleman working for your payments, the movement towards the protocol itself will essentially mean that whenever you are calling an API, you would just have to make the payment and you get your payload or the result in your as you need it. So that's how it works.
Great. And your perspective, David, I mean, the other David, what's your perspective
Sure.
about
Sure. I think that it's a game changer because the internet initially, when you look at it historically, was built outside of its own kind of payment layer. And it didn't have a native payment layer. Email was created as a protocol, as just this giant framework that messaging was kind of integrated into the internet. But that never happened for the financial system. In the financial system, you had to use a variety of either banking apps, which were very cumbersome, or various fintechs, and eventually all the money flow went directly into the banking system. And then later, when after Bitcoin was created, you almost had a dual system for a very long time, where you had some people using crypto and very few people combining crypto and the mainstream financial system, and then everybody else using the mainstream financial system, which at that point was fintech and banking. And what X402 is doing is that they're integrating and creating a native payment layer into the internet, so that basically they're repurposing, the HTTP status code 402 payment. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow micropayments to come into the internet. It will be a game changer for content creators, because instead of paying for subscription models or through some sort of banking or fintech or even crypto, you'll be able to basically pay micropayments via stablecoins, most likely. And I say most likely because USDC or Circle, the parent company of USDC, is one of the companies that is the core contributor to this outside of Coinbase. And then you also have Cloudflare as a core contributor creating its own stablecoin net dollar. And so my expectation, I would say, is that while X402 is not directly a Web3 protocol, the stablecoin payments will be integrated into it, and then basically that's how they will become native to the internet itself. And so that's why I think it's a game changer, because basically we're going to have the internet integrate truly with the financial system, instead of the financial system just using the internet, basically for faster communication.
Awesome. So, David Griffiths, in this case, I'm curious, trying to take here your 30 years of payment experience with card as well. What X402 do better compared to the existing ways to make these payments happen? What, in your perspective, using your whole experience around payments, what do you think is maybe is doing better with X402 now compared to the market, the existing